There can be a number of symptoms ranging from mild to severe. In more severe cases, there's been pneumonia, kidney failure, and death. Coronavirus. Welcome to another Clusterfuck Circus Loco Lockdown 2. The end is Sigh, because tonight's show is all about the theme Apocalypse. My name is Oliver Pest. This is Zurito Drunkito. I hope you guys have got a drink at home. What's that you're drinking, Zurito?
Irish cream.
Some Irish cream. I'm on the buckfast. Cheers to that. We've got a crazy night lined up for you guys, so let's get started right now.
Hello, it's me, Baldy Bertie. I'm back again with some punky words for number 10. Boris has had a baby, but it will be a shit, cause he will go to Eton like its daddy did, the tit. Now thank you, good night, now fuck off, get out of it you.
There you go, that was punk rock legend Baldy Bertie there with some wise words for the leader of the United Kingdom. Okay Zuri, what are you up to there?
I'm wearing my mask which I decorate.
We decorated
some
Zuri, it might be the end of the world, but you've got to look good at the end of the world. Some style. We want some style. It's okay. We're staying safe. I hope you guys are ready. We've got more craziness right now.
Come here. No, not too close. Stay there. Social distancing. See you there. See you there. Picture it, right? Picture it. People in uniforms marching down the streets, right? Just incomprehending creatures shambling around with unidentified flesh dripping from their mouths. A giant building over there with smoke just pluming out. It's been pluming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just into the environment. And also a crazy guy standing outside pubs telling us he's from the future and telling us about all the horrible things that are going to happen, despite the fact that when he says irony, they're happening already. People with unidentified diseases rambling about walking funny, probably because they weren't eating enough fruit, or they weren't getting enough access to the sunlight, or for whatever reason people coughing up their lungs, vomiting in the streets. It is disgusting. But it's all changed now because of the lockdown. Don't even recognise Rantin anymore. Don't even.
Oh, there we go. Off to an apocalyptic start there, aren't we? That was pretty good. Did you enjoy that one, Zurito? Mm-hmm. Oh, Zurito's enjoying herself already. I hope you guys are too. Here we go. Let's see what's next.
You thought the apocalypse would be different. You'd be a superhero in military fatigues, fighting the enemy, whoever they are, making your family proud. But it's happening now, and you're Jim, in a grey suit, sitting in your open plan office, drinking lukewarm tea from a mug saying, "World's greatest dad," and worrying about Glastonbury. Well, you still get to go. It's the only time you don't have to be Jim. You wanted to see Jarvis. Songs that spoke to you. On the second week they send you home. At least now you don't have to wear a suit. Laptop in the spare room, your wife helps. And you find out that Glastonbury's cancelled. You wonder if Pulp will play next year. The kids finish school early, but tanked up in the common with their mates, you forget to be angry and watch the news. The real heroes appear to be NHS frontline staff in white uniforms and medical researchers fighting the disease. You expect that they wear white too. So what about you? Your boss has been sending out work. You haven't done it. Instead, spending time on Facebook, all your friends post about is the virus. It's mutated, causing complete paralysis. You're not sure what to believe, but a cold chill comes over you. The pubs have shut. All you wanted was a drink with your mates. This isn't what you signed up to. The kids are fighting more. You told them they had to stay indoors, but they didn't listen. In the end, you had to let them go. Your wife has been crying a lot more lately.
Well, that was fucking strange, wasn't it? Obviously, it's a bit of a clusterfuck, this programme. But that's all because of Zuri's magic remote control. It's powered by the power of clusterfuck. Let's press it again.
I have just been out for my jog, which was quite exciting. Oh, you're falling over. I was out for my jog down by the Clyde. It was exciting. I have been... Oh, Christ, I thought that came off there. Don't worry, I can breathe through this quite easily. I was down there having my jog, and of course I'm completely safe because I've got my mask on. I was in the queue for the Morrison... Oh, it's done that thing again, it does! Oh, Chris, Benny, have you get the sellotape? This mask keeps coming out. God knows I'm probably got that fucking virus.
Oh wow, there you go. You know who else has probably got the virus? Zurito, Drunkito right here.
I'm not getting the virus because I have my new mask. Do it yourself at home.
Oh yeah, DIY masks. Be fashionable. Look what we've done here. I mean, Zurito's customised ours to look cool during the apocalypse because you've got to look good at the end of the world. Anyway, what's up next?
Hello clusterfuckers, how are you doing in COVID-19 lockdown? It's been nearly 7 weeks now. One of the last times I was actually out was at Clusterfuck. The last one I'd done my speech, nearly had 1,000 views. For Brother in Arms in Glasgow and fair fucking play to ye. I had a situation happen to me outside the building that night. It's one of the last times I've been out having the crack. And I met a lovely fella called Aldo in the bathroom, and he was on crutches, had a colostomy bag. When I went outside, he was having a bit of argy-bargy with the boys that were trying to push him over. And Aldo has cancer and has a limited time to live. So I ran in, so I wasn't having none of this, and I screamed at the lads. I said, "Lads, do you know what I'm capable of? Do you know what I'm capable of?" And yeah, they might have got a clatter of a crutch from Aldo, fair play to Aldo. Because the message here is, you don't fight with a fly, you shoo it away. Shoo it away.
My name's Franny. I'm a ma of 5 wains. See my man? He told me I was his scheme queen and his wet dream. till he got up and left me for a skank called Sherlene. Now I'm no better and I'm no twisted since this lockdown started and Dawn of the Dead began. Aye, my man, he was smitten, but she bit him. He still comes round scratching on my windows and my doors. One of the wains escaped, now I'm down to 4. Aye, but I'm no letting him in. He can jog on. I don't want him anymore. I'm happy in my castle, Châtelet. No point greeting o'er spilled milk. One day, I'll go out to play.
Wow, that was
Granny.
Granny there, eh? That was exciting stuff. See how she's getting on in lockdown. I think we'll check back with her maybe later on and see what's going on there. In the meantime, I've got Zuri's magic clusterfuck remote control. I'm really excited. What does this big red button do, Zuri?
You have to try it.
Let's find out.
Good evening, listeners, and welcome to another episode of Apocalypse Podcast with myself, Bob Reilly. Yes, my name really is Bob Reilly. So, of course, we're going to be talking about the apocalypse again, but beforehand, as always, we have some listeners' emails to bash through, so don't be offended if your email isn't selected for the live stream. We have so many to choose from. Okay, this week we have a Bethany Myers from Wisconsin, and she's written to us with a little query, and it goes like this. Hi Bob, I listen to all your podcasts and take all of your advice. I'm going to be moving full-time into my bunker made completely from dried super noodles. The problem is I have recently discovered that my cat is claustrophobic. I have painted a window on the shelter to give the illusion of life outside. The trouble is, Mittens has now been hospitalized 3 times this week with concussion after panicking and trying to escape through the fake window. Whoa. Okay, well, that is quite the predicament, Beth. Do you mind if I call you Beth? Of course you might. Now, this may come as a strange surprise to you, Beth, but I myself also suffer from the very same claustrophobic panic attacks. I also tried the very same trick to settle myself and ended up in hospital, not 3, but 4 times with different problems. What a wacky coincidence. Another trick that I attempted was to make the bunker seem as though it was outside. So I painted the garden area on the walls. This worked a little too well for myself. My little Yorkshire Terrier Toodles actually thought he was outside and he would poop everywhere. So I would just be walking around, barefoot in my 8x10 foot bunker, and the feces would be on my feet and in between my toes, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, this led to roundworm, hookworm, and whipworm on different occasions. Basically, all of the worm-type infections that you can get. And the sad news here is, Bethany, and the truth is, I actually have no solution for you. I have completed my shelter. My dogs, my cats, and my lizards are all going to be safe, but I will not be joining them in the shelter when the shit hits the fan on May 4th, 2022. Well, Bethany, I only have this to tell you, and don't shoot the passenger here, all right? An ambulance makes the heart grow fonder, and I'll leave you with that. Thanks a lot, Bethany.
So my face mask arrived. Says it was a Batman one. Actually, look alright in this.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, Sue, but there's one thing that's different since the apocalypse happened. Schools are a bit weird now. They've got to do it all online and like Zoom meetings. It's pretty...
But you know what? We have a button in the remote for
On
that.
the remote control. Oh, right.
Let's get educated here.
Well, good morning, everyone. How are we doing? We'll do a very quick little register now to make sure we're all here, okay? Have we got Ian Belgium?
Here, sir.
Lovely, Ian. Have we got Desmond Love? Here, sir. Fabulous, Desmond. Welcome to the class. Actually, guys, we've got a new pupil joining us today. He's from the above ground, would you believe? So can we give a very quick hello to Mr. Liam McKerell?
I've killed about 5 people and I'm going to kill about 4 more today.
Oh, fabulous. Brilliant, Liam. Well done. We're very delighted to have you here. Brilliant. So also, another bit of fabulous news. You might remember our former pupil, Nigel Flem. Well, Nigel has just been accepted into the facility.
Oh no! Nigel was my best friend. We got matching tattoos and everything.
Sir, why is it only pupils you don't like that get to go to the facility? Desmond Loaf! I can assure you that only the best pupils in the school get to go to the facility, and my personal differences with those people have no bearing upon that decision at all. Now, you would do well to go about getting down the title and the date in the next slide. Go on. Fabulous.
The following is a message about coronavirus, aimed at young men. Now more than ever, social distancing measures are needed to prevent the NHS from being overwhelmed. Now more than ever, young men who are single feel the need to maybe leave the house more than they should. If you are one of these men who feels the need to leave the house for a booty call, remember, now is not the time. Stay at home. Have a wank. Save lives.
Ah, there we go. That was fun. Wow, that's pretty good. Your remote control's doing really well so far, Zoe, but can you get the news on this thing? Or
Yeah.
you can get the news.
Right here, the button.
There's a news button. Oh, let's see what's on the news.
It's 10 o'clock. This is Generic Glasgow News. I'm Chantally Smith. Tonight's top stories. Supermarkets are facing a shortage of cucumbers, courgettes and in some instances butternut squash. Levels of unexplained vaginal damage have been reported by emergency services. Parents are one of the hardest hit groups at this time, with many claiming, "I just didn't realise how much of an arsehole my child really was." Teachers and early years educators who do not have children are enjoying a very well-deserved break. Vets are seeing a rise in cases of sprained tails in dogs who are enjoying the increased time their owners are spending with them. Cats continue to not give a shit. But first, there has been a spike in the number of arrests of those throwing apocalypse parties. Police have reported that many people are hosting events where neighbours get together on the newly popularised computer app Zoom and cause numerous disruptions. A spokesperson for Scotland Yard claims that whilst residents are not breaching any social distancing measures as they are staying inside their own home, they are causing mass hysteria by attempting to write terrible poetry, sing crap songs and play Wonderwall on their shitty guitar. We now turn to one such man who has become a self-proclaimed creative genius, Wee Jambo. Mr. Jambo, could you give the viewer a brief overview of the sorts of things that one might expect to find at these so-called apocalypse parties? Mr. Jambo? Wee Jambo? Hello?
Alright, I'm Big Davey, and I just wanted to say I think it's fucking brilliant that Britain's back in the fucking lead. The British are fucking leading. We're the fucking top in Euro once more. Top in fucking Europe. We've bet the fucking Italians, we've bet the fucking Germans, we've bet the fucking Spanish, we've got more fucking deaths than anybody. It's fucking brilliant. Thanks to Boris, thanks to Hancock and Priti Patel and all yous are fucking brilliant. We're the fucking top again, only second behind America, and I bet you we can fucking take them out and all. Fucking Trump, you're magic and all, man. You're my fucking mate. We're the fucking best. Great fucking Britain. Yes!
How you doing, everybody? Well, I'm having fun. I don't know about you. I'm drinking. Are you drinking at home? I hope so. What's up next, Zurito?
We need to find out. Let's have a look.
Day 14 of the lockdown. I've been busy rationing my oats. As you can see, not many left. Much like the air in this mask. This is not a government issue mask. It's one I've made myself. And I feel like I'm going to pass out. If anyone is out there listening, you can make one of these masks by yourself. And no, it is not just an Easter egg mask. I've been worrying about everybody. I've been worrying about my family. 1 skin, 2 skin, 3 skin, and all that they're going through. It must be terrible. I just worry about everybody. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm worried about... I'm worried about it all. I'm worried even the air might have it. And what about the banana? What if it's got through that bad bit? What if that's it? We could not have it this time next week. We've got to stop panic buying because there's going to be nothing left anyway. Oh. Ow! Ah! Oh! Hey! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hi, I'm Gordon. Welcome to Clusterfuck Circus, bedtime story. Think Jack and Ori, but drunker and sexier and way more gory. Now kids, settle down. It's time to take the train to Sleepy Town so that Mum can wind down and maybe get a wind down before pretending it's me when your dad goes down. Town to buy toys. Moving on. Are we sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Hey kids, check this. I've got a fresh rip bit. This ambiguated wiki list ripped, and the subject of our tale tonight is the apocalypse. Now check this. I thought the apocalypse meant the end of it, but it's actually a Greek word, and check this shit, it means knowledge gained in a manner prophetic, not the end of our nations, but a revelation. Get it? We've been using the word wrong for oh so long that we confused the delivery for the message of John. John who? Not John the Apostle, but John of Patmos, and he doesn't have a gospel. But let's get to it. Bedtime story, kids. Get in a position you can comfortably sit. Legs in a basket, fingers on lips. If you're sitting comfortably, then I'll begin.
Oh, do you know what? I'm just starving.
I got dinner.
Yes.
Perhaps you survived H1N1 and avoided ye olde swine flu. You might have evaded Ebola and dodged foot and mouth disease too. Maybe you didn't catch Zika, the plague, smallpox, or cholera. You could even have lived through rationing. This message goes out to ya. Stay indoors, stay indoors. Don't go walking on the moors. Don't go gallivanting with your friends till this thing has reached an end. Stay inside, it's time to hide, but you can wear PJs with pride. You can save us all, just stay indoors. So you panic bought all of the pasta and hoarded all the toilet roll. You gathered up all of the face masks, and nurses have nothing at all. You're protesting the lockdown measures you never stayed in anyway. You want haircuts and fast foods and holidays. I've got just one thing to say. Stay indoors, stay indoors. indoors. Don't go walking on the moors. Don't go gallivanting with your friends till this thing has reached an end. Stay inside, it's time to hide, but you can wear your PJs with pride. You can save us all, just stay indoors. You can save us all, stay indoors. You can save us all, just stay indoors. Thank you. Wash your hands.
Hey, Ollie, what's next?
Find out.
Okay.
Another thing that happened during COVID, the one thing that didn't stop marching, the orange marches weren't exactly doing social distancing outside the window, not at all. So a few weird things have happened over the last 2 months, lads. I was trying to get my Chinese there recently, and I was asked by a guy why I wasn't wearing a protective mask. Social distancing! Self-isolation, you fucking bomb pop!
The earth shook and no one knew why. Volcanoes erupted. Heavy raindrops fell down from the sky. There were forest fires. The waters rose. The hottest lands got hotter, and where was cold no longer froze. The earth hit drought. The animals suffered. The people grew hungry, and life was challenged as the world faced a universal famine. The air grew thick, carbon monoxide rose, landscapes empty where trees once grew, vultures scoured the skies, hunting death with their beaks and eyes, bees that flew no longer flies. Flowers were a thing of the past, sand sits where once was grass, whirlwinds soared and tsunamis roared, flooding towns and leaving villages floored. The banks all burst, the dams grew weak, the power cables did not function in the streets. The people grew scared and looted for goods, stealing and crime in the neighbourhoods.
Hello? Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, it appears we have maybe a few connectivity issues. Can you hear us yet, Mr. Jambo? Oh, he's singing us. Oh, there's a song. Okay. Usually we would cut to another news story, but there's really not much else going on at the moment apart from this virus. So we'll stick with it. Let's just stick with it. Okay, over to you, Mr. Jambo. Take it away. Thank you.
I'm the captain. My name's Wee Jumbo. Oh, sorry, Hemel, are you talking to me? Aye, so, what do you say? Aye, apocalypse parties, innit? Aye. So basically, right, what you're doing is, stay in your gaff, right? And you're no binge drinking, right? It's no binge drinking because it's like lockdown and stuff, right? So like apocalypse party, why get yourself like good variety of stuff that's gone on, right? So you got your tea, like a Kennedy. You've got your vodka for the ladies, Got some whiskey, and we'll show you the label. Other brands of whiskey are available. Basically what we do is we do some poetry and we sing some songs and all that thing, right? So I'll share one of my poems with you, right? I'll give a second.
Fabulous, guys. Before we start today's lesson in history now, we're going to have a quick little check of the homework. Ian, have you the homework done for me there? Yes, sir. Fabulous, Ian. Well done. And how about yourself, Desmond? Have you a bit of homework there for me?
No, sir. I forgot.
You forgot, Desmond. Desmond, how can you forget when you live in a 6x5 bunker 11 miles under the ground? You've got nothing else to do in your life but do your homework.
Yeah, I was really busy all week, sir.
Well, I'm sorry now, Desmond, but that's the third time that you've not done your homework this year. And you know what that means, Desmond?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that means you're getting your lights cut off for the next 4 hours. I hope you're happy about that, Desmond.
Fuck's sake.
Alright, lads, we'll get on with the rest of today's lesson, okay? Off we go.
I saw my mum eat my dad.
Everyone knows the buzz around 5G at the moment. Is it good for you? Is it bad for you? Is there a conspiracy? Well, I'm here to bust all myths on this. Now, thanks to my government contact, I was able to gain access to 5G masts and spend an evening running my own experiments. The results were astounding. I went in a skeptic, guys, so wearing a full hazmat suit and anti-radioactive headgear, at first I was a little nervous. A little like how I felt on my first high school date, you know? Butterflies in my stomach, bashful, and most strangely aroused. Once I got chatting to this 5G mast, I found that we had so much in common. We were both Aquariuses, both very shy introverts, and as both members of the Flat Earth Society, we stayed up all night together chatting, you know? It seemed like only minutes, but days had passed until my government contact actually found me completely naked, passed out by the 5G mast. I felt electric. No pain, no nausea. I even felt a little love. I've got to be honest with you guys. I think that we can all see these results are conclusive. 5G masts are not harmful. They're not dangerous technologies that many have suggested, but rather very loving, emotional constructs that have to be explored so much more deeply.
So you know only that this remote can go forward in time?
It can go forward in time?
Mm-hmm. You just need to press fast forward.
Fast forward? Let's try it.
Okay.
Hello, it's Franny again. 40 years later, and I'm knowing my ain. The lockdown got lifted, but no before it took all my wains. I've stumbled through life, learned a few tricks of the trade. I got myself on that Tinder. Aye. I'm 74, looking for a sugar daddy that nobody wanted anymore. My Fred, he took me to the cinema to see 10 Cloverfield Lane. That's 2 hours I'm never getting back. Bloody shame. I thought he was taking me to the Summerfields. All I wanted was a block of butter and corned beef in a tin. My hearing's no the same. But no to worry, I'm still happy in my castle at Shelltoe Mel.
The Corona Apocalypse. The Corona Apocalypse is worse than 1,000 hits of your strongest chronic. The feeling is worse than after Curry shits. The sights of fights over the last coffee, sugar or fanny pads, it's about the same thing. The loss of humanity is nothing but the pits. Some would even get our tits out for TV dinners. This is the end of humanity, this is the pits. The Association Houses, Glasgow, GHA, the places where there is most dismay, zombie-esque antics of our friends DC. Our boy bellows FREAK to anyone who doesn't go by his agenda. Common decency is stuffed up the arse and humanity stuffed in a blender. Their antics would even make Lightning McQueen drop his splendor. The doctor's queue, people wait to be tested for COVID instead of showing the doc riffered nipples, dodgy smelling boils or weird poo. The lawyers are overworking a day full of ears, revenge reporting and appeals not to deport, click of the mouse and plunk goes something into USB ports, interdicts ensuring our safety within our forts.
And sure, in the end, Didn't he come out and say it was all just a big joke and a misunderstanding? And by God, he went away then and he became the President of the United States of America in 2020. Fair play, Mr. Shakur. Brilliant. Of course, 2020 was a very big year for the Americans at the time, if you remember. That was the time of the big bleach epidemic when Donald Trump inadvertently killed half of his voter base with them all drinking the bleach, which was very bad because not only did they drink all the bleach, they got rid of all the disinfectants, and sure didn't they have a second peak, and sure didn't everybody die. Desmond, have you got something funny to say to the class, Desmond?
No, sir. No.
Well, something must be funny, Desmond, because there's something funny on your phone, I imagine, and I expect to see that on the screen now, this instant.
Here, sir.
Well, that's not fabulous at all, is it? What exactly am I looking at?
It's a small alien eating its way out of your chest, sir.
And do you find that funny, Ian?
No, sir.
Well, you of all people shouldn't find that kind of thing funny, because that's exactly how your parents died, isn't it?
What? No. Oh, sir. My parents are still on their mission, sir. Aren't they?
Yes, they're still on their mission. They'll be home soon. I'm only messing with you. I'm only a bit cross. That's all. I'm not serious.
I met an alien once.
I want to see the fast forward. I want to see it. I want to see it.
We're here today to give thanks and praise to our sad time of today for our dear sister Frances Mary Chico has gone away. Frances was a mother of 5. A faithful, loyal woman to her man, until the great lockdown took him away and messed with his heat and his brain. And then he tried to eat the veins, but Frances made it through to the end, and fun her man Fred. He was a bit of a Ned, but it was fine. So here's to our beloved Franny, was known to her friends. God bless, rest in peace, Frances Mary Chico. You'll be sadly missed. She did have great fun right to the end. Amen.
The Prime Minister's on the telly, trying to look like he cares, saying we don't deserve to die yet. You wonder when we do deserve to die. His hair's a mess. When did you last comb yours? You'd offered to help your wife with hers when her hairdresser closed, but she refused. She's staring at her last bottle of Sanctuary body wash. You never liked the smell. Got to get out of the house. Where can you go? What's the rule again? You can walk twice as long as it takes you to drive somewhere or something. What happens if you can't drive? How far can you walk then? It's so confusing. But actually, heroes don't have to submit to the rules. Or do they? You start to walk. There's a helicopter overhead, tracking your movements. You don't care. You're a hero, aren't you? At the supermarkets, they're queuing around the block for barbecue coals, beer, toilet rolls, sanitizer, curtain poles, paint, flowers. What do people do with that stuff? You could jump the queue like the hero you are, but you're British, and you respect queues with their cosy familiarity. The gloved and masked security guard pushes a trolley your way with a towel and disinfectant spray. You dutifully start to clean. You're doing the social distance dance, skipping out the way with a cheerful smile. In, out, shake it all about, avoid the man with the chesty cough, he shouldn't be out. A soothing voice from the shop tannoy informs you it's the end of the world and you're wondering where they put the sourdough. There's joggers in the street. Are they keeping 2 meters apart? Maybe you should check, call the police, there's nothing else to do. You click on eBay, search exercise clothes, then decide otherwise. Do they still deliver in an apocalypse?
My name's Max. That's my blood bag. It didn't used to be like that. What's that? Donald Trump said something new. Let's have a listen. Inject bleach. What a mongo. Oh, where are you gone?
I'll be back.
Now it's just me and the big guy. He's a bit simple now. There's hardly any buckfast to keep us going. Why us? Why? Predators on us.
That was a party political broadcast for the Conservative Party.
Alright guys, how are you doing at home? I hope you're still having fun, I hope you're still enjoying yourselves. What are you up to, Zurito?
I'm finishing my drink.
She's finishing her drink, yeah, she's enjoying herselves. I hope you guys have got a drink at home. What else have we got up next, Zurito?
Wanted to find out.
Where's the remote control? Whilst we find the remote control, you guys pour yourselves a drink. Jay, what you got? Press.
I'm gonna go do this.
And he heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And he saw 4 riders. And he looked, and he beheld a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him. And the sun went black against a blood-red moon, and the stars fell from the sky. And then the angels sounded trumpets, which brought upon the earth hail and fire and blood. And then a bottomless pit opened and released 200 million locusts, with scorpion stingers and human faces and lions' teeth. And they tormented all but 144,000, and they rode horses with serpent tails and flaming nostrils. And from the sea came a leopard with the feet of a bear, the mouth of a lion, and he demanded every man, woman and child should bear his mark. And that mark is the number 600,306.
Everyone has crazy friends. My crazy friend rang me the other day, and he said his mother was feeling a little bit lonely in lockdown. She wasn't getting much at home, and she just turned 65. So my friend went out and bought her a rampant rabbit, a vibrator, and he gave it to her for her birthday, and she looked overjoyed. And the next day in the kitchen, she was giggling, she seemed happy when she was making her cup of tea. And my friend said to her, "Now Matt, is that not the best present you ever got?" I was, "Well son, it's not the best present I ever got, but it's right up there." She goes, sorry, that's one of my inside jokes.
Good morning. I've just woke up. It is day 46 of the lockdown. I have got my sleeping mask on, as you can see. It was an eye mask, but I cut the edges off and it fits very well. I'm working myself up to going out today. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I'm probably just going to get on with the dishes and other things. I mean, what are we supposed to do, eh? What's left? What is left? Oh my god, what is left? This turnip. I'm going to turn into him off at the telly. Him that's goated Christ, what's his name? And he's on the island. He's on the island and he's all alone and he's got like a ball and he's got a big fucking horn face on it. That's his life. That's my life. Turn it on it. Turn it. Oh, turn it. You fucking bastard. I'll fucking shred you, you cunt.
So we got another email from one of the listeners. Peter Jones from Nashville has asked me, what do I miss most? What do I miss doing most while the apocalypse is going on? Well, Peter, I would probably say rollerblading. Yeah, when things were normal, I would get my little dog Toodles and I'd put him in my backpack and we would rollerblade all day long up and down the side of the beach. And I really loved that. Damn, I really do miss rollerblading.
The American president tells us to inject disinfectant. Thousands more Americans die and shops run out of Dettol. An asteroid veers dangerously close to Earth and even it socially distances and disappears. The Prime Minister has the virus and he's still wearing a suit. What if all the cabinet die? Apocalypse, anarchy. This isn't what you signed up to. Not the apocalypse you wanted. What's your name? Who are you? How can you save the world when you don't even know what day it is? What kind of apocalypse has started anyway? By a man eating a bat? And made worse by incompetent clowns running the free world, rewarding NHS workers with badges and games while people burn phone masts just in case. Get a refund, queue, do that stupid dance again. The smile was fake. You never found the sourdough. Stop! You want to go back to the office.
Oh, well, I think you're hogging that remote control there, Ziggy. I think you should give me a shot. Here we go, let's find out.
Right, so this is a poem I wrote, kind of like as a online dating profile, but like for lockdown times. So, you know, priorities change, you know, that hashtag blessed, grateful, that. Okay. I've got a fully stocked cupboard and 5 packets of wet wipes, enough toilet roll to deal with any of this shite, 8 packets of nappies, I've not got a wane, enough fanny pads to drive the ladies insane, big bottle of lube and the condoms, no, don't ever use them and I never will. Fight any infection like it's Darcel's Avon, had the clap 3 times and I'm still going strong. Got a fuck ton of soap but I don't really use it. This mental virus, I'll fucking cruise it. Apocalypse man. I'm a survival bomb. Look much better than that cunt Bear Grylls with the added bonus of shoplifting skills. I'm the apocalypse man. I'll outlive your gran. I'll massage your feet, scrub you in the bath, bring your self-isolated self round to my gaff. So that's some poetry I've been writing. Really been getting into my art, do you know what I mean? My creative expression. What did you say your name was? Me? What did you say? Chantilly? Chantilly? Do you mean Chantel? Are you Chantel Smith? No. You went to my school. No, I didn't. You went to my school. You did. No. You went to my school. You were at Gemma's house party. Mind you. That will pumped you. Okay, thank you, wee Jambo. This has been Generic Glasgow News. I've been Chantilly Smith. Stay safe, folks.
And sure, lads, all you really have to do is you put the hot water into the food and that's it ready. Your dinner's done. It's brilliant. And lads, would you believe that's all of the home economics course we have for the underground curriculum. So that's pretty much it, lads. We have a bit of homework now, mind you. And your homework is you've got to make your rations last 1 week. And you'll be very happy to hear that there is no punishment for not having your homework finished. Mainly because of the fact that you'd have died of starvation. Right, lads, we actually have a lovely special treat from our friends at the facility. They're after sending us some fresh, rehydrated ham sandwiches. So if you open your parcel box there, you'll find yourself an old ham sandwich. Enjoy it for your lunch, lads. Oh my god, yes! Unreal. Right, lads, tuck in. Sir, where is this meat from? Oh, why our good friends at the facility and what kind of meat is it, sir? I don't know. I think it's ham, Ian. It's ham. Sir, I think my sandwich is Nigel. Eat your sandwich now, Ian, like a goodbye. I don't want to eat it. Eat every bite of it. Sorry, mate. Nigel's not that bad, eh? This is the first food I've had in 6 weeks.
Right, Facebook, Snapchat, the internet. This one is coming from all the boys in our camps in Ireland, the Wildcats. Corona! Corona Lisa! You better listen here, you dirty, rotten, disease, bat-ridden folia! You think you can take our Ladies' Day, our Jesus' Day away from us? Break the power heart to me, break the power heart to you! Go on, get your rats out, show us what you're pissed at, because I swear to God, Corona Lisa with the big dickie's nose on you! When we, the people of Ireland, meet you, there's no stopping us!
Well, I hope you guys are having fun at home.
Oh, give me some buffets.
Oh, well, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Let's watch some more.
Woo.
It's raining cherry blossoms as we stand beneath the tree. 1,000 dancing girls fluttering in the breeze, and your smile lifts me up again. Your eyes are poetry to me. It's raining cherry blossoms, and we're dancing merrily.
Reimagining the Apocalypse by Jillian Joyce. Way back in the 70s when I was a kid, I used to think about the apocalypse and wonder how it happened, if it actually did, while I was here to witness it. Would it happen with a flash and a crash and a flurry of commotion? Would the skies fall down and rain into the ocean, whilst thick black smoke enveloped every open space, turning the world outside your own front door into a dangerous place? Would it maybe happen silently in the wee small hours before dawn, where the last thing you said was good night and your eyes were shut tight before your head was even on the pillow? But now the apocalypse is happening in real time, in real towns and cities across real countries. It's like everything's slowing down, and I can't quite get my head round how quiet and orderly it all is, this lockdown. Nobody, it seems, expected a pandemic, complete with masks that make us look more photogenic. Amazon is selling out fast, the potential for spreading disease so vast, we can't get frontline doctors and nurses any. Way back when I was a teenage cynic and self-appointed societal critic, I never imagined you could feed a family on claps and cheers. But then I never thought I'd get sick of rainbows either. It's so prosaic, the way this apocalypse is unfolding. I'd envisaged something much more poetic for the end of the human race as we know it. But it's ground glass opacities on the lungs and assisted respiration for those lucky enough to get a hospital bed and a thumbs up for resuscitation, while the rest of us are out working, walking the dog or shopping. Hang on to the thought there's no spaceships or missiles or satellites dropping on us as we practice social distancing. Feel reassured. It might all work out like it nearly always does in the movies. The majority soldier on to fight another day. But the global death toll isn't showing any signs of slowing soon. And what the fuck? This is the UK.
So guys, that almost wraps it up for the end of the show, but before we go, we need to do a little notable mention to our sponsors, Passante, who produce female condoms, and I can say that they are great. I have tried them myself, and they do work. Okay guys, so they are available to order. Make sure you get your hands on some of those. You guys stay safe, look after yourselves, peace out!
Night night kids, I hope you enjoyed this bedtime rendition of the beginning of the apocalypse. Now off you go and get tucked in, brush your teeth and give mummy a kiss, and remember, if you have bad dreams, just say, this ain't real this. Sweet dreams. Night night kids. Hey there, miss. Just hang back a bit. There's more to this TV licence service. I'll be here for a bit, so once you've tucked in your kid, how about something more intimate? Just grab a drink and let down your hair. You've been working so hard, it only seems fair that you should get a story too. Get in a position you can comfortably sit. Legs in a basket, fingers on lips. If you're sitting comfortably, then I'll begin. Chris Hemsworth and Jason Momoa knew it would come to this. The Olive Oil Wrestling World Championship was the ultimate prize, and now they were in the final against each other. Like gladiators, they faced each other across the expanse of the Colosseum. The midday sun beat down hard on their powerful, muscular physiques as they liberally applied cupfuls of Lambda Ultra Premium Extra Virgin Olive Oil, lovingly pressed by grinding the Koroniki olive. To the thousands in attendance and the millions and billions watching around the world, they were watching two ultimate competitors, a rivalry for the ages. The crowd thought it saw naked animal aggression in the eyes of these two warriors. They were wrong. It was not aggression they saw, it was lust.
Honey, where's my phone?
Well, that was cool, yeah. But do you know what I could do with right now, Zuri?
What?
I could do with some music.
We have some music.
You have music?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a music button on here.
Then go to the Facebook account.
Hello. Despite all visual evidence to the contrary, it's me, Donald Trump, or as I'm better known in the rap circles, Sweet Baby T-Rump. Let me tell you, they love the Donald in the rap circles, okay? I'm here to issue my daily hip-hop coronavirus press briefing, and it's probably the best hip-hop coronavirus press briefing anywhere in the world, okay? It's absolutely huge, it's terrific, it's got all the things. Okay, you ready? Here we go. I go so hard, they should have called me the Flotus. I'm sucking down this bleach while you sucking on these old nuts.
No fuss, no muss, pass the lights all ripping sick donuts on the White House front lawn. Fingers in the air to the American people, screaming and peach this bitches ain't nobody quite as evil. Wipe my ass on the flag, shoot my load on an eagle. When it comes to getting crunk, shit on, cause we're not equal. What the people need now is a strong leader to guide them through these very bad times, and that ain't Joe Biden. A lot of people didn't know that I can drive a don't flow harder than that sleeping brick ever could for my asshole. The hell you gonna fuck with a no rubber spunk chucker, pussy grabbing knuckle humping high class daughter fucker. I'm coming for you, Joe, take cover. It's fucking things up, it's the Donald's bread and butter. What? My name is Boris, here is my Johnson. It's made many babies, but I'll never support them. I like good toffee and I like fine wine. My bars are sicker than the NHS frontline. No test or PPE, but you could foot the bill for carrying me. Going to the country, recuperating. After all, my health is the health of the nation. All is well, I'm back in the saddle. I am in charge, you're all just cattle. Dismantling the NHS and selling off chunks to my business friends. It's alright, cause you don't care. I talk real funny and I've got mad hair. Yeah. Big up my Brexit homies. Let's get it done. People have their doubts, I say bitch please. I stood my ground when I caught the disease. Sitting in the hospital filling a bed. I watched lots of films, now your nan is dead. The Boriscope, your only tunnel vision. I lead the nation with fervent indecision. Hancock could take the fall. We never really liked him after all. I think I'm Churchill during the war. I'm super racist and I hate the poor. Herd immunity will make us strong. Many will die, is that so wrong? just had a baby, heir to the throne. Gotta keep him safe in my country home. Would you believe it's my firstborn son? Neither would I, but keep it mum. What?
Referendum. Independence. I'm Nico the Sturgeon, surname of a fish. I'm sick of you two, I won't take your pish. Boris, I hate you, but I got to play nice. Donald, how the heck did you get voted in twice? First minister with a vagina. They don't like that sort of thing in China. I'm the N-I-C-O-La to the sturgeon. I have the accent of an underpaid surgeon. Working class woman from down at the seaside. Never stop talking about Scottish pride. Cut me and you'll see my blood is tartan. I'm as Scottish as a Graham semi-skimmed milk carton. Referendum. Independence. Brexit. No thanks. Westminster can get to fuck. Tories drag us into the muck. You think these cunts know what they're doing? Absolutely not is what they're proving. Westminster can get to fuck. Tories drag us into the muck. You think these cunts know what they're doing? Absolutely not is what they're proving. SNP, SNP, SNP. For Stronger for Scotland, increase health spending. The SNP rhetoric is never ending. Scrap Trident, no nuclear arms. Your Chernobyl stylings ain't got no charms with us. We want renewable gas. You can shove your coal and power lines up your ass. I used to have my office down in Govan Hill. When I moved out, that didn't go down well. Wee nippy sweeties got too big for her boots. Government down south bet she's in cahoots with Boris. And those Tory goons with their hairdos like those old cartoons. But listen close, you Tory scum, let there be no doubt, we want freedom. Westminster can get to fuck. Tories drag us into the muck. You think these cunts know what they're doing? Absolutely not is what they're proving. Boris, Donald, go fuck yourself.
I'll take some questions.
Mr. President, Joel Buttlicker, One American News.
Joe, is that a news hat, or what's up with this?
Oh, what? This? Yeah, this is a news hat, sir.
Are you sure?
Pretty certain. Mr. President, can I first say how good you look today, and not at all like you dressed yourself in 30 seconds using bits of shit and tat that you found in your bedroom?
Thanks, I know.
Yeah, I guess my question is more of a statement. In your previous verse, you didn't actually appear to mention the virus a single time, and that seems like quite an important thing to omit from a coronavirus press briefing.
Fuck you, fake news, asking us a question. I thought I told you stupid motherfuckers, disinfectant. Gargle it, inhale it, inject it up your asshole. No, I'm not a doctor, but I'll run that on the flagpole. I'm not sure why you all seem so amused. It's the cure, that's the truth. Heard it up on Fox News. Who's half-baked, unshaped, regurgitated hate views. Get little Donald's different than controlling all those big news. Media bias tells you a meteor virus has never come about, at least not according to science. Sure, it's a crisis, but I don't get why this thirsty little germ means this rapist minus. Don't get no golf, can't stay in Mar-a-Lago. It's just not that bad, and I would even argue that I may not be qualified, but with common sense on my side, I know much more than any doctor or microbiologist. I'll swallow my apologies and spin them with aggression. Vote Trump 2020, no further questions.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the show. I've had a lot of fun. Zurito, Drunkito's had a lot of fun too. As per usual, we're going to end on a Clusterfuck collab. This time it's by Gordon Powrie and it's called We're All Gonna Die Anyway. We're all gonna die anyway. Here you go.
Winston Churchill is a prick. And when I chew my jaw, it makes an annoying click. And sound financial decisions make me feel sick. But it doesn't matter.
Hi, I'm Lawrence Tucker, and I'm wearing a hat. You may remember me from such previous Clusterfuck Circus performances as Angry Magician or Man Covered in Blood. But when I'm not indulging in my primary hobbies of adorning myself with high-quality headwear or phoning in the most cack-handed and ill-thought-out Donald Trump impersonation you've ever seen in your life, I enjoy fundamentally ruining the cadence of other people's poetry on film, if I may. We are all going to die anyway. And yes, the rain is kind of depressing, and I find odd numbers weirdly distressing, but I have learned there is no point in stressing.
Because we're all going to die anyway. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. Cheer up, sunshine. We're all going to die.
Forgive the comedians, forgive the musicians, forgive the poets, because it doesn't matter.
We're all gonna die anyway. And it's such a thrilling change of pace to forgive those insects called the human race that crawl across the planet's face.
Lost in time and lost in space and meaning, because it doesn't matter, because we're all going to die anyway.
So take a breath, accept your fate. The clock is ticking and we're all too late.
Let go of the little things, and the big things, and the middle-sized things, because we're all going to die anyway. Anyway, any day now. So just let go.
Wow, that was a poem by Gordon Perry there, performed by the Clusterfuckers. And unfortunately that's the end of the show. We've run out of time, Zuri. Can we rewind that? Or I guess you can rewind and watch it again yourselves. Anyway, that's all we've got time for now, guys, so until next time, see you later. Adios.